Now that you've seen how to create a one-to-many relationship, let's create a many-to-many relationship. And to do that, we'll grow our database into a rudimentary order tracking system with products and orders tables. And as a review, we have a many-to-many relationship between these tables because a product can appear in many orders and an order can contain many products. So the first step in building a many-to-many relationship is to create a new table. This is called an intermediate table, and it will store the data from the other tables involved in the relationship. You may also hear this new table referred to as a linking or junction table. The next thing you do is create a pair of one-to-many relationships between the junction table and the other tables involved. As part of that, you also need to make both of these fields into the junction table's primary key. This is called a composite key, and the thing to remember is you have to build them in design view. So, create, table design, and there's a new blank table. I'll also open the products and orders tables this way too, and the first thing I'll do is look at the primary keys for each. The products table uses an auto number field called product ID, and over to orders, and I see it's called order ID, and it's also an auto number field. So back to my junction table, and I enter product ID, select auto number, then enter order ID, only this time I select the number data type. I'm using number because Access only allows one auto number field in a table, so I need to use something that's compatible. Now I'll select both fields, and to do that you put the cursor in the gray box next to either field and drag. And with both fields selected, I'll click Primary Key here on the ribbon. We need both fields to ensure that each order and everything in each order is uniquely identified. So I'll use Ctrl+S to save the table and call it Order Details. So now we can create the relationships. Start by closing all your open tables, and then select Database Tools and Relationships. Select Show Table here on the Design tab. Add the Order Details, Orders, and Products tables, and close the dialog. Arrange the tables so Order Details is in the middle, and then I'll drag the Order ID field from Orders over to the Junction table. In the Edit Relationships dialog, select Enforce Referential Integrity and create the relationship. Do the same with the Product ID field. Enforce Referential Integrity, choose Create, and that's it. You've just created a many-to-many relationship. So next, I'll show you how to create a one-to-one relationship, so keep going.